So, Claude again. I want to talk with you about the fact that ours is a closed system. That is, the earth, the way we relate to God, life. Here's the way the psalmist put it in Psalm 139:8. If I ascend into heaven, you're there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you're there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. Now, if we were trying to describe the limits wherein God might operate, we'd say today, if I go to the uttermost end of the universe, where in the world that is, and because they speak of the universe is ever expanding. But if I could go to the end of its limits or experience its ultimate limits, even there God would be. However one would want to test the limits of this universe in terms of travel there or whatever to escape the present system, it just can't be done. Because everywhere you go, God is there. Now, I know there's some folks who would rather have a different system. They don't like the way things are ordered in this world. They don't like the way God is as they understand Him, as He seems to operate or what have you. And they just rather not. Well, that's fine. But there is no other system. You can't get out of it, and God is the only God. I know there are other, so-called deities that and someone had said all the other religions of the world represent man's attempt to find God. They're reaching up, and only in Christianity do you find God reaching down to find man. So, if you got an anger on with God, then somewhere along the line, you need to find out what the problem is. Because this is the only system whereby you can work through that thing and work it out. This is the only one. And then if a person were to try suicide, that's no answer. That just exacerbates the problem, and it gets you to the conclusion or the consequences of your decisions just that much more quickly. All right? God has designed this globe or picture a submarine. That's a closed system. With people, you got a captain and crew and what have you. If you're underwater for quite some good while, and our atomic submarines can go quite a while without having to surface, you're going to have to learn how to thrive within that closed system. You're going to have to make your peace with that closed system. Now, the thing that we have going for us today is the fact that God loves us. Now, a lot of people may not know that or understand that. And they may have had a father, for example, who is supposed to communicate the image or picture of what a loving God is like. If they've had a hateful father, a despicable or abusive father or whatever, it makes it that much more difficult to arrive at a correct picture of what God is like. That's still beside the point. However one must do it, one's got to make his peace with God. And that's why those who have made their peace with God need to be about the business of helping others who have not made their peace with God to find a way to make peace with God. Now, you could throw a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old in a grocery store. When that little one's not getting its way, then They do that because they know they can get away with it. But all the temper tantrums in the world are not going to wear out God. God can outlast you. And if you're wanting to think that, well, maybe there's another God somewhere, beyond the ones that are available now to us, around the world. Maybe, you could say, I'd just rather have me another God. Well, dear friend, it isn't going to work that way. He has made you. And then it's high time that you made up with him. All right. Now you need to understand that as harsh as this language is, and the way I'm speaking, the whole point of it is to get you to come to the place where you acknowledge the fact that God is, and that beside him there is none other. And you need to make your peace with him and understand how good life can be. Amen.